Hello and welcome to another video. Today we have a smartwatch from Amazfit and it's called Amazfit Bip. Here it is, packed in this white plastic wrapped box with not too much information on it. Let's just open it up and see what's inside it. There it is, and it looks very nice indeed, and it's quite compact. Let's take this out and check out the accessories. Well, there's another box under here. Just need to remove the bands to get to it. That looks like a document and a power icon, so it's probably the manual and charger. Here's the charger dock, and inside the wall of the box is the manual. The dock has a standard USB connection, and to charge the watch it must be pressed into the dock like this. It's not a magnetic dock, but it's stuck in there very well, so it's not going anywhere. The manual is in Chinese only, but the pictures describe what we need to do, so I think we will manage to set it up. Let's have a look at the watch. It's got a sticker on the front that almost makes it look like the watch is turned on. Looks very nice, the materials feel good. Bands are also very nice and soft, so I think it will be a comfortable watch to wear. Let's just try it on before we continue. There we go, looks quite nice, doesn't it? I have now been using the watch for 10 days and gotten to know it quite well, and I am positively surprised. The watch is better than I first thought it would be. On the front here is a 1.28-inch transreflective screen, and the glass is Gorilla Glass, so it should be well protected from scratches and such. The case is made of plastic, but it feels solid and of good quality. On the back we have the heart rate sensor, and inside is also a few other sensors, like a barometer, accelerometer, geomagnetic sensor, and even a GPS, which is quite amazing for this price. The crown on the side is not a typical crown, it's actually a push button. The main functions in this watch are heart rate, speed, steps, distance, calories, sleep activity, GPS tracking, and it also connects to your phone through Bluetooth, and you can show your notifications like incoming calls, SMS, Facebook, Viber, etc. The battery is quite amazing. It's only 190 mAh, but it's said to last about 45 days. As you can see here right now, my battery is up to 71% remaining, and I've been using it for 10 days. I have not been using the GPS during this time, but it will probably drain even more. The design of the watch is basically a rectangular shape. It's also extremely lightweight. It's only about 32 grams, including the bands. It's also very comfortable to wear, and the bands are of quite good quality. to feel soft and durable. The user interface is very user-friendly and simple to use. Basically, it uses swipe and tap functions, but to activate the screen, you cannot tap the screen, but you must click the button first. Swiping from the top shows you the smart DND. It can be turned on and off. Swiping from the bottom shows you the notifications. This is a Viber Messenger notification, and you can see the icon in the top left corner. Swipe up to read the different messages, and in the end is a button to clear all. But you can also delete single items by opening it and swiping from the right. Swipe from the left and you will find the weather. And to see the next days, just swipe up. As long as the watch is connected to the phone, it will keep the weather updated automatically. Swipe from the right and you will find the main menu. The first item is status, which shows you the activity status like steps, heart rate, distance, etc. Next item is activity. Here you can start a new activity like running, treadmill, cycling, walking, see your history and some settings. These activities will use the GPS for precise tracking. We have alarms. You can turn them on and off here, but you cannot change the time. It can only be done from the phone. It's a vibration alarm, so there is no sound, but the vibration is quite powerful, so that's no problem. We have timers, which include stopwatch and countdown. There's also a compass, so that's nice. And in the end is settings. Here you can change the watch face. You can set the long press functions for the button. Adjust the screen brightness. Find device to find your phone. And you can turn off the watch or even reset it. There are a few watch faces to choose from directly on the watch, but there's even more choices in the app. There's a good selection with different styles. Just tap the one you like and click OK. The screen is bright enough in normal light, but when it gets a bit dark you have to use the backlight. It's also IP68 water and dust proof, so it should be well protected. I think that covers most functions on the watch, so let's jump over to the app. The app is called Mi Fit, and right now it's syncing, as you can see. On the main screen we have a summary of the day. We can see steps, distance and calories. Below here is the sleep monitoring for last night. Here's a heart rate graph, your weight and reached goals. You can also enter each of these to see more details. Here's the steps during the day, distance, burnt calories and more detailed separation of the daily activities. At the bottom is a summary of the last 30 days. And you can click history to see more details for each day, week or month. The picture on the left side is a GPS activity on the watch. If you start a GPS activity, it will be saved separately with more details, and by clicking it you will see a list of all these activities. If you click any of these, you get even more details, like a map of the GPS tracking. details such as time, pace, speed, HR, etc. And at the bottom is a HR zone. The next tab shows you the speed separated by distance. And the last tab shows graphs of speed, heart rate, altitude. You can also enter the sleep monitoring details. Here you can see how you slept during the night. And below there's some information about what you're doing wrong or right. At the bottom are some sleep regularities and comparing to other users. And it's the same with heart rate. Here's a graph and more details. You could also swipe between the different days to see previous data. You can also start workouts from the phone. Here's the settings for the app and the watch. This is the watch settings, like notifications, alarm, app alerts, different types of alerts. Find your watch, set what hand you're wearing the watch on, turn on or off automatic backlight. You can also change the watch face from the app. There's a lot to choose from, so let's just try one to see how it works. After clicking it, it will transfer to the watch and be activated automatically. You can also turn on and off HR monitoring and change the frequency of detection. You can change weather settings like Celsius and Fahrenheit. So who is this watch for? If you want a watch that can track your activities, even sometimes with GPS, when using the GPS the battery dropped only about 10 to 15% in 1 hour, so that's not bad at all. The watch is good for tracking sleep, as it gives good details and it's quite accurate. Since the watch is so light, you almost don't feel it on the arm. There's no problem wearing it through the night. I have actually sometimes forgotten that the watch was on my arm and I had to touch it to make sure it's still there. That's how light it is. Notifications also work very well for incoming calls, messages, SMS, etc. You can also reject and ignore incoming calls from the watch. The app is also very good and I never had any stability issues with it or with the watch. The app is also cloud-based, so all your data is securely saved. If you delete the app and reinstall it, your data will be restored. And then I mentioned the battery life, it's actually amazing. This watch feels like it should cost a lot more, so it's a bargain and I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching and remember to subscribe, comment and like. Bye bye.